Knowing how to drive requires one simple thing. So a lot of instructors out there, they don't teach you this, okay? Did you know that there's a small difference between knowing how to drive a car and knowing how to drive? Hey everyone, Coach JP here. I want to make a small correction from last video. I said that I've been a professional driving instructor for the past 4 years, but I actually just realized that I've been a professional driving instructor for the right now going on 6 year. Okay, for today's lesson, hopefully I don't extend this video too long, but it's very simple, okay? You're the connection between, of course, knowing how to drive a car and knowing how to drive. So knowing how to drive a car, if we're talking about an automatic vehicle, okay, which is the one that you don't have to change gears, okay, so you don't have a stick shift. All you do is switch the lever from park all the way down to drive, okay? That's an automatic vehicle. You can also tell that you're driving an automatic vehicle because you only have 2 pedals instead of 3. So knowing how to drive a car requires exactly the physical stuff, right? It requires you to know and understand, have the knowledge of what the steering wheel does, what the brake pedal does, what the gas pedal does, and one of the most important things, which I refer to all of these physical stuff, by the way, I refer to them as primary as well, the primary controls, but I mainly refer to them as the 4 elements, okay, when driving an automatic vehicle, okay? So knowing how to steer the steering wheel, of course, basically knowing that the steering wheel gives you the ability or the ability to make left and right turns, knowing what the brake pedal does, which is basically slows down the car or stops the car. Gas pedal, of course, it gives you momentum or speed to move forward, or if you have the car in reverse, in the reverse gear, then of course the gas pedal can also help you reverse the car. So the 4th most important element is your speed, okay? People do not pay attention to their own speed. We have to pay attention to the speed. So I teach my students, okay, and in this case now I'm teaching you too. Speed is the most important element to control. So I teach my students the looking and looking technique. Super simple. You might be going like, okay, what the heck is the looking and looking technique? Super simple. You're driving forward, right? All you have to do is look down at your speed and look up. We're talking about 1 second down, 1 second up again, right? So it's the looking and looking technique. When you need to look away from forward, for example, if you want to take a look at your right side mirror, then you just have to look and look, right? Super simple. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, right? The looking and looking technique, okay? So if we are not aware of our speed, then we won't know how fast we're going against the actual speed limit, and we won't know how much, which is one of the pieces of information that you need in order for you to control your vehicle better. You won't know how much pressure to use, for example, on the brake pedal in order for you to control your speed rather quickly or gradually, whatever might be happening that tells you, hey, you need to use the brake with this amount of force or pressure, right? I refer to that movement, okay, when you put your foot over the brake or the gas pedal, pressure, okay? You're using force, pressure, okay? Cool. So those are the 4 elements, okay? So knowing how to drive a car requires you to have the knowledge and practice of moving the wheel when the car is rolling, even if it's just 5 miles per hour, you know, because you're new and whatnot, right? So you're moving the wheel so you can tell, oh, okay, so I move it to the left, the car turns left. I move it to the right, the car turns right. Knowing how to apply pressure on the brake. Oh, this amount of pressure, like for example, I always like to tell my students low, medium, and high pressure. on either pedal, right? So it depends on you, it depends on the situation, you know, the information, the visual information that you're reading around you, okay? Keeping yourself alert so you can act accordingly to control your vehicle, okay? So those are the four things. The fact that you know how to manipulate the brake, the fact that you know how to manipulate the gas pedal when the vehicle is moving properly, so you don't be really harsh with your controlling, right? Controlling the vehicle. You are not sharp, you're more natural, smooth with how you're doing your physical operation with the vehicle, okay? And knowing how to drive requires one simple thing: thinking, okay? If we don't think about what we want to do according to the information that we are perceiving, then we won't know how to factor in pressure on either pedal, the pressure on brake or the pressure on the gas pedal. We won't know if we need to manipulate the wheel or not. And the fact that I'm keeping aware of my speed would tell me as well, hey, I need to control my speed really quick or gradually, smooth, or whatever. Depends on the situation after all, okay? So that's the difference, okay? That's the difference between knowing how to drive a car and knowing how to drive. You are the connection to both things, okay? I know you go like, you might tell me on the comments maybe, oh, JP, like, what the heck? Aren't they the same? You may think that they are, but they're not, okay? It's a small difference and you're the connection to both things. Why? Like, for example, if no offense to anyone, okay? No offense to anyone. But a person who has a disability of not being able to see, right? They cannot drive, okay? Why? Because they're not able to perceive the information that's happening around them, so they can do what? So they can control, physically speaking, their vehicle and avoid a potential whatever. Yeah? So that's why I say there's a difference, okay? And it's a small difference, yes. One requires you the knowledge of the physical surfaces, right? How to control the physical stuff, which is the vehicle. And the other requires you to do operational thinking, okay? So you have to perceive, you have to analyze, think, right? And then you have to take motor action, right? The physical action according to what you are perceiving. So guys, please comment to this post, to this video post, interact with me. I want to help you, honestly. I'm not asking anything in exchange for the professional information that I have, right? And all of my experience these past years helping a lot of students, and not for anything. And my students can testify to this if I'm wrong, okay? I'm very good at it. I love this type of job. I love this job, okay? That's why I'm putting this information out there for those who are interested. But interact with me. Maybe I can help you. Maybe you are stuck in something or something that you're not understanding. Maybe I can help you with that, okay? So comment, heart, like if you're watching this on YouTube, of course, share, and follow, subscribe as well, okay? All right, you guys, I'll see you down in the comments, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.